Money in the bank. Shorty, what you drank. All right, this one goes, how many young people are saving for retirement? This is an old man's cautionary tale, so pay attention.
How many of you young people are putting money away for your retirement? The reason I ask is because here I am, 73 years old. As you can see, I'm in my car. I'm doing Uber Eats to supplement my joke of a Social Security check I get every month. The reason is I've been a carpenter all my life, and most of the companies I worked for in the past didn't have retirement plans or a 401k. Now, I'm not blaming them. I blame myself. I should have put some money aside for my retirement, but I didn't, so shame on me. So my advice to you is to put as much money away now as you can for your retirement. Think of it as a bill. Instead of saving what's left after spending, spend what's left after saving. This way you'll have plenty of money to retire on and you'll enjoy your retirement. I hope you take heed to this advice. God bless and have a great rest of the day.
Wow, looking like a man taking a little accountability for himself. But this is something that kind of blows my mind. Everyone knows how old I am, but I'm going to use a friend of mine as a cautionary tale. So recently, one of my dear friends, like a family to me, a little older than me, he's 36, he hits me up before we go to the comment section here. And he goes, I hate to do this, but can I borrow $4,000? Now, I don't want to give away too much of this dude's information, but let's just put it this way. Him and his wife drive brand new cars, much nicer than mine. Luxury stuff. They go on a lot of vacations. By the looks of it, when you look at them, you would assume they have $4,000 saved. So, and this is kind of important, and because the wife actually kind of got offended by how I handled this. And you guys tell me if I'm tripping on this one. So I said, no problem. Of course. And, and honestly, between us, I don't even care if he pays me back. Okay? Because I'm a firm understander of don't lend anybody something that you need back. Because you might not get it back. So the first thing I said to him was, why don't you just pull from your retirement account? And he goes, I don't have one. And I said, you don't have anything. He goes, no. Okay. I go, what about your wife? He goes, we already cashed that out. And I go, so you mean to tell me, both of you in your late 30s, who live a very luxe, very on show and tell lifestyle, no money saved for retirement? And remember, when you look at these people, they look like they're fucking just murdering it. We're talking vacations, beautiful cars, the whole nine. Okay? Luxury shit. So I said, okay. I said, are you going to be able to pay me back? Meaning, I don't want to be like the bank here, but, I know your lifestyle more than a bank would know your lifestyle. I know you. We're best friends. And he was like, yeah. And I go, okay, well, what's the realistic timeline on that? Like, is it going to take you a year? Is it going to take you 2 years? Like, what's your idea? You want to do like a payment plan? And he goes, yeah, I'm going to pay you back. I go, okay. I go, the only way I'm giving you this money is if you open up a retirement account. And I will walk you through it. That's the only way I'm giving you this. And his wife got offended that I was like dangling this like over their head or something. But what it was is I was like, you'll thank me later, because sometimes you got to learn the hard way. When I turned 30, my godfather was helping me with some finance stuff, and he got upset with me because I didn't have a retirement account. And he got mad at me. And so I've had to have people kind of put me in place. And that's a big reason why I always say, invest in some gold. It's kind of fun. You don't trust the bank, get some gold. I have a link down below, Atlas Bullion. I don't make any money off that. I make like $1 if you buy gold. I don't give a fuck. That's just to encourage people to save something. Okay, you could save $100 a month for 30 years and put it into some kind of investment. You'll at least bare minimum have $30,000+. It's something, right? That's not including a compound interest and all that stuff. I'm just saying I have a hard time believing that people can't save $100 a month is all I'm saying. So you tell me if I was a little too much with like, only if you make a retirement account, and I did lend him the money. And I think it was more than fair. Some people have to be like, yo, fuck you, dude. You guys you guys look way richer than I do. Why are you asking me for money? That is kind of where I'm getting at. And a lot of people like to go, live for now, dude. Like a lot of people die by this age. Well, guess what? You might not die, dude. You might be 65 one day. When you die, you can't take it with you. Well, what if you're still alive, dude? How many people are really just going to off themselves? Probably not many. You got to have some balls to do that. Anyways, my funeral will be my retirement. That's my favorite one. What money? Boomers keeping us at a minimum wage. 38 years old, $300K saved. A lot of people have some financial discipline. It's getting hip, to stack money and save money. So that's cool. Back when I was 25, this wasn't talked about a lot, Awesome advice. Stop buying $70,000 automobiles and drive $25,000 automobiles. But this is kind of where I'm getting at. The people I helped out, they drive the $70,000 automobiles, which is kind of trippy. That's kind of where I'm getting at. The fact that they didn't have a retirement was kind of like, dude, really? And I don't know. I had mixed reviews about how I handled that, but I think I did the right thing. I'm 36 and I got about $8K in retirement. I'm just doomed. Well, that's better than a lot of people. That's a good start. Like I said, dude, even just $100 a month. If you're going to tell me you can't save $100 a month, you're a liar. You're an asshole. You can. I know you can. It's like people get mad at me when I tell them you could save 10 grand. They act like I'm telling them to become a millionaire. I'm like, you mean to tell me you can't get 10 grand together? That's what you're telling me. People have no faith in themselves. Okay, 31, I have a Roth IRA, but working in the dental field, they don't offer benefits or 401ks. Don't go into the dental field. I don't know. My dentist seems pretty rich, but he's the dentist, Also, you can have a Roth IRA. That's what I had him set up. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way, but I don't want to say it's never too late. Well, unless you're this guy's age, then it might be too late. But even 40, he goes, I have about $215K in a Roth and 401k, real estate worth about $2 million, started saving at 19. See, this is like I wish I started putting into a Roth when I was 20 years old. I wish, dude. I had 30 grand by the age of 24. I went to California, just a big nut bust, just a big party. I got roasted. You could have bought a house. I'm like, I look back at it now, I wish I would have put some of that just instead of just stacking it away so I can look at it and just be like, look at all my money. That's what I did. I'm not kidding. It was I wish I did what I do now and just every month just put a little away. Pretend it doesn't exist. And so what? When you die, you die. You're not going to fucking care. It's like, so what if you have a $500,000 saved and you die? You're not going to give a shit. You're dead. All right. Here we go. I started at 28 and I'm 53 now. Yeah, I didn't start till I was 30. I knew how to make money. I didn't know how to put it away for retirement though. So it's not too late. If you're 35 right now and you got nothing, it's like, dude, you start with $100 a month, dude. That's it. Just start with that. Something. Fucking, or don't. I don't care. Okay. I think the answer to this is I don't think a lot of people have any money saved. I think we got to the bottom of it. Let's get one more comment. 74, working as a mechanic, went through most of my retirement on in-laws long-term care. My self-employment, okay, no. Let's go one more. The biggest scam in American history is when companies in America introduced the 401k in the 70s. They convinced workers that it was wonderful to save money for retirement. But companies then dropped their pension plans. The 401k is only great if you make enough money to contribute a lot of money per month, which most people don't. It is predicted that Social Security will be cut 25% and full retirement will go from 67 to 70. So what you are telling young people is actually twice as important as it is now. God help them all. From downtown, Old Man Rickles. Yeah, I would. I highly advise you. This is financial advice. Learn how to pay yourself. Stop being an asshole. And when you're this guy's age, which you probably will be, you'll thank your younger self. I promise you that. Why? I had 2 parents who went through this shit. It ain't happening to me, buddy. Oh no. I don't care if I still have to work. I'd rather still have to work with a $300K in the bank than still have to work and literally be paycheck to paycheck. Classic. Anyways, leave how much you have. Brag about it in the comments. Good talk.